At the beginning of the 1980s, the former Union de Crédit de Bruxelles building was nothing more than a neglected old edifice, a house haunted by the memory of a more glorious era. It was back in 1872 that Brussels-based architect Désiré de Keyser had this building erected on the Rue Montagne aux Herbes Potagères. The district had just been given a facelift, and being located a stone's throw from the city's most vibrant avenues, it hankered after a rich commercial future. The interior, with its decor largely inspired by classic styles, is a shining example of late 19th century bank architecture. In 1969, the building was taken over by United California Bank, which occupied the premises and transformed them before abandoning them. The edifice was then left to fall into disrepair until the National Bank, which was expanding locally, could begin a lengthy and meticulous restoration job. Ever ambitious, the National Bank wanted to give this more than 100-year-old building back its splendor. But it would take many long years to restore the elegance of the old Union de Crédit. The facade was the first part of the building to get something of its original appearance back again. But it wasn't until the beginning of the new millennium that work finally began on the renovation site. Coming from the road, you enter the building through a long arched corridor opening onto a colossal stairwell. This had been lit up with bronze chandeliers, which at the time had been cast at the nearby Compagnie des Bronzes. But these majestic lights had all long gone. At the end of the corridor, the Great Hall has impressive volumes. The inside windows, the listed part of the building, reach almost 18 meters at their highest point. They are in the form of a barrel vault in which the glass panes are supported by a steel structure. Still, at the axis of the entrance, a smaller counter room is lit up by an oval window, and a wrought iron railing runs along underneath it. Here, the metallic vault is awaiting a frosted glass window decorated with a floral design. The quality of the subtle decorative elements is quite remarkable. They owe their beauty to one of the most sought-after ornamentalists of the era, the Parisian Houston, who, incidentally, had been approached at the same time by the National Bank's architect, Henri Bayard, to help with the decor of the official residence of the governor of the National Bank, which is just around the corner from this building. Practically all these decorative reliefs had fallen off or had to be taken down. Their refurbishment mobilized a veritable on-site sculpture workshop. But what really gives this building its charm and magnificence is its sheer size, its spaciousness, and the quality of the lighting. Stripped of its tenacious paintwork from the 1970s using environmentally friendly techniques, the building has been restored to its old self. The chandeliers on the main staircase, which were all lost, have been identically replicated on the basis of historical drawings of the originals. The Great Hall has been given back its splendor of the past. After 6 years of work, the restoration project was rounded off with an order for a modern tapestry by Peter Vermeersch. The building, constructed almost 140 years ago, has now been restored to all its former glory. Open to the public, it now houses the National Bank's Scientific Library, one of the country's main sources of economic and financial documentation.